welcome back. Welcome here to Daytona, here for the Boat Racing League, Season 4, race number 1. Tonight we have the Daytona 250, and we are going to be gridding up here. So we'll show our starting lineup for tonight's race as they geared up. Gotta get this right. All right, there we go. Should be up. Alright, so Pacey Wadget on the pole as he won the duels last week. The paints aren't currently loading as of yet. They're still loading in, so give me one moment. But Pacey Wadget on the pole. Bobby Blowers along him to the outside. That's the wrong button. Apologies again. Next button. Casey Ellis starting third. Jimmy Minch will start P number 4. P number 5 will be Max Merritt. P6 will be Kenneth Cheney. 7th will be Greg Pillar. Papa Bear Campbell of Mike Campbell, also Mike Campbell, will start P8. Justin Anasogak will start 9th, and Dylan Canova will start 10th. DJ Anderson will start 11th, and Jacob Wilson will start 12th. 13th will be Tristan Bayer. Donnie Kite will be 14th. 15th will be John Matthews. 16th will be Jorge Ledesma Jr. 17th will be Richard Ode. 18th will be Rodney Ayers. 19th will be Casey Wynn. And 20th will be Cole Snyder. Giovanni Klein will be 21st, and Jason Dudley will be 22nd. 23rd will be Tyson Lesher, and 24th will be Kazmina. Nathan Jones will be 25th, 26th will be Seth Nolan, 27th will be Josh Arnold, and 28th will be Zachary Meredith. I believe that might be our field for tonight, and that will be our 28 car field for tonight's 100 lap race. All these drivers getting ready to start another season as the plane is landing in the background. But before we take the green flag here, we do have a little bit of some news to share. For Papa Bear Campbell and Mike Campbell is what you call it, has been advised to give his best wishes to his grandson, newly born grandson, having a couple deep breathing difficulties, and hopefully that will get better. And best wishes to Papa Bear Campbell's grandson. Hopefully he can deliver that win tonight for that sake. That will be, he's going to be running, trying to get that win. Glad he could make it to us tonight as well. But Pacey Wadget will start on the pole. They did give me an extra pace lap. So Pacey Wadget will start P1 and Blowers in P2. And sorry for any mispronunciations of names. They're all, I mostly got them, but there is one Cosman raced him a lot, but we'll I'll have to nail that one throughout this season. Apologies also for any delays tonight. We're trying my best here. Hopefully my internet likes to work later on in the show, like it's been the past couple of nights here. But these drivers ready to get going for 100 laps, 250 miles. Tonight's race. Trying to mess with the pit rate and trying to get this a little bit better, but hopefully it will get better as time goes. But we are getting ready for tonight's events. So on our pace lap, we're ready to go racing here in Daytona. As Pacey Wadget, Bobby Blowers on the front row, Casey Ellis, Jimmy Minch behind them. We've seen most of these drivers in last week's duels. We do have a lot of drivers having to start from the rear because they did not race in the duels, but a lot of drivers coming in for tonight's race. It's hoped to be a good one. Pisher, for the first time this season, is going to take that hard left turn onto pit road, and Pacey Wadget, that double zero machine, is going to lead him to green. We are underway here from Daytona, and Boat Racing League Grand National Series Season 4 is underway. Basically, watching quickly got up to the top to work with his teammate of Bobby Flowers, just like he did last week in the duels. And everyone double filing out is getting settled in here for the first lap, the first couple laps here of this race tonight. Wajit, a great one to watch out for. He won last season's season opener, and he's looking to do it again. As currently we got everyone double file out, no one really making any too aggressive moves as of now. Staying single file in line. Now they will have a little bit of fuel. They did not get a fuel number, but I assume it will be around 25 to 30 laps, assuming they shortened the fuel tank by about a 70% fuel tank. It should be around 25 to 30-ish laps. As Pace Wadget leaves the field for now. See a couple of guys trying to make some moves on the bottom. Damage being one of those. Side by side through most of the field is now. But Jimmy Bench trying to make the moves work on the bottom. Teammates will definitely be a big factor tonight. Down the back straightaway currently. Jimmy Bench hops up in front of Pacey Wadget for the race lead. Mike Campbell on the bottom now, looking for that race lead. Trying to get that race win. Well, trying to get that a couple laps led for but it's still a long way to go for the race win. So, yeah, obviously some drivers will be towards the back, just trying to wait out for the wrecks and just take their time through the field. They got plenty of time to do it. Mike Campbell looked like he wanted to get up to the lead, sticking first on the bottom, but Jimmy Bench and Pace Wadget very strong in the top lead. Everyone's single filing out a little bit now. That top five starting to single file out. See Jacob Wilson here right in that 51 machine on the outside lane. Mike Campbell in the 07 of Dylan Canova, first driver side by side. Dylan Canova and Jacob Wilson, teammates working together, I believe. Actually, well, it will be Jorge Leslie Jr. and Jacob Wilson working together. Sorry, apologies on that. Messing up my team rosters a little bit there. Oh, they are working together, so it's fine. So I did get that right. But all these drivers working together very well as they single file out for a big portion of the field. As towards the back here, got a little bit of shaking up. Casey Ellis on the bottom. Shows outside now is Max Barrett. As mostly everyone's single filing out as of now. With Casey Ellis here, I think let's go on board with Casey Ellis in that 35 machine. There it is from the bottom, leading the bottom of the pack compared to having to make your way through the top, through the front of the field. Oh, we got a caution out of the racetrack. We're going to be our first caution of the night. Giovanni Klein, yeah, multiple drivers around there in the 3 and 4. take a look at this one. So this is Giovanni Klein. The caution is out at this point, I believe. So these drivers in the back, so there is some drivers up front. Oh, so here we go. Here's the wreck. Here's Seth Knowles avoiding it. Great job avoiding it. 16 machine, Tyson Lesher. See, going down to turn 1 on the back bumper of Max Mayer. A little bit of breaking out from Ronnie Ayers. Mayer got on the wall, and Lesher just got bumped in an accordion from the 18 machine of Casey Wynn. And that sends out the caution for the first caution of the night. I do have a race control, so I assumed that no one went around there. I'm pretty sure that was a race control yellow. A smart call there as well, though. I don't really want cars being really slow like that in front of the pack. So a great call there. And that brings out our first caution of the night here on lap number 8. So that will, Jimmy Lynch will still be our race leader, but we'll see if anyone dives down pit road here anytime soon. Hopefully the stream is up and running well, but here he comes, Jimmy Lynch. He's going to come down pit road. We'll see that 94 machine peel off here in about a couple seconds. You see his pit sign right there. See a couple of drivers just taking fuel only. One of those being Kenneth Chaney. Kenneth Chaney first off of pit road. Johnny Kite, Anna Sogak, Campbell, Wilson, Canova, all moving up multiple positions. Wygent and Mensch falling back toward the mid to the back of the pack. Wygent actually staying really far back. He's still in his stall now. He's coming out of his stall now. This brings out our first caution of the night. Kenneth Chaney will be our race leader, and Donnie Kite will be to his outside. Well, depending on what lane he chooses. So let's just see the difference between 4 and 2 tires. No fuel and no tires there. So Jimmy Lynch, the longest stop I've seen in the top 10. I've seen in the top 10. So we'll bring this up. So there's the difference between those two drivers. The pit box, only 6 seconds for Kenneth Chaney, just taking fuel only. Jimmy Lynch taking 15.2 seconds, a whole 10 seconds quicker. So we can see any strategy pull there, and some drivers actually coming down the top off of pit road there. But that will leave Kenneth Chaney to the lead lap. He's actually got to take the inside. The first driver to take the inside. The next driver to take the inside is actually Greg Pillar on the inside, I believe. Yeah, that is Greg Pillar. So Greg Pillar will move up multiple spots. He's going to move up to third. So choose cone will play a factor tonight. That will definitely be a big factor. But we'll be coming to 90 to go this time by. Even though still got a very long time left in this race. Kenneth Chaney, Donnie Kite on the front row, lining up. Just those drivers taking fuel only. Actually, the top 9 taking fuel only there. A couple drivers topping it off as well. So many drivers topping it off. So thinking maybe they could make it on a 1-stop or on a 2-stop. If it's every 30 laps. But here we go, pace car going to take that hard left turn on the pit road. And we are back underway here from Daytona. Cheney's going to hit the loud pedal, and Donnie Kite going to try, looking like he wanted to get down there. Lee could have interchanged Lee in a violation there, and he would have to go short of a drive-through. So he stays up top. Why does he stays up top? As everyone's quickly streams out right now. We'll easily see that get bunched back up here in a couple laps. So we do got a car in the grass there. I believe that might be Pacey Wygent. Let's take a look at that one while we have the opportunity. Yeah, Pacey Wygent getting a big stack up there. Pacey Wygent getting sent through the grass. A great save by that double zero machine. Avoids caution. So able to keep it. Everyone keeps it clean and green so far. Let's just split the back half of the pack up a little bit. As we do, I believe that is. So right in front of Tyson Lesher is Jorge Ledesma Jr. And they're 14 on back, and that separates the top 13. So top 13. Their own pack 2 seconds ahead, so that does make a pretty big difference. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Monitor that throughout the race in the next couple of laps, little bits. But Josh Arnold, he moves to the race lead after all that commotion finally settles down. Josh Arnold cycled his way to the race lead. Zachary Meredith there in P number 2. Kenneth Chaney he started on the first on the restart. He slots back into 3rd. So those top 3 clear for now on the outside lane, and Greg Pillar leading the inside. Lane starting to come back a little bit now. Pillar and Ellis working well together on the bottom. That's going to allow them to pull alongside. As we side by side for lead now, down into 1 and 2. Greg Pillar trying to take the race lead. We'll see if he can clear. There's still kind of double file train for now. We have a couple of drivers moving up through the field so far. But still, everyone double file, these top 8 double file trains. The rest kind of just sitting back a little bit. these top 13 still managing their gap. As Dylan Canova towards the back of this pack. Pacey Wadjet moves up to the lead of the second pack. We saw it towards the back there. So compare their last three these two groups, the last three lap times there, 13th and 14th. The past 2 laps, that second pack has been pretty significantly faster. 8/10 faster 2 laps ago and 3/10 faster that last time by. Gap down to 1.5 seconds between these two gaps, between these two packs. So Dylan Canova there, he's running 13th in this final pack. Oh, look, first pass going around. Mike Campbell goes around on the main pack, and the caution's going to come out. And a big hit there for Mike Campbell. Multiple cars around, as that will bring out our second caution of the night. That's a huge hit there. Let's show this. See, so it started with Mike Campbell, it looks like. So Mike Campbell coming out of the turn number 3 and 4. Let's take a look down into 3. Oh, so Josh Arnold actually, and Mike Campbell just kind of got collected into it, none of his own doing. He just kind of got turned there, and Cole Steiner, hard hit to that 70 machine. Huge hits there. Take another look at that one. So we gotta look at Josh Arnold here. So Josh Arnold coming down into turn number 3. He looks down to the bottom and tries to come back up and block, but Meredith is there. And turns back on the outside wall, and then just reaction from the rest, and that sends Mike Campbell around. And Mike Campbell gets hit by Cole Snyder there. And that causes a big incident there. And it brings our second caution tonight. So Mike Campbell will have to come down and take his fast repair. So Greg Pillar going to be the new race leader, as he was leading at the time of the caution, as the outside lane kind of crashed on this outside. But Greg Pillar will be the race leader, assuming he holds it off of pit road here. See Pacey Wadjet, there's Pacey Wadjet pulling into his stall, but Greg Pillar, KCL has 3 wide race off pit road there, almost 4 wide race there. Those drivers coming out of pit road, very big moves. So Greg Pillar will be our race leader. Now we're gonna cycle out under the caution. Once we cycle out the caution, we're gonna take a look at our biggest movers of the race so far tonight. Top 5 biggest movers of the race. We'll show that in a couple seconds. Everyone cycles out through a pit road. The Greg Pillar will be the race leader. So here's our top 5 positions gained. Zachary Meredith up 23 spots, running there in 4th. Seth Knoll up 15, Giovanni Klein up 14, Tyson Lesser up 14, and Cosmin Ioanniscu up 14 as well. So all those 5 drivers, the biggest movers in the race so far, all 5 drivers that start from the back. Only one of them we only saw last week, I'm pretty sure, of Giovanni Klein. This is the only driver we seen last week in the duels of those 5. Obviously, pit strategies will change that a little bit, but that does not hinder their ability to move up through the field. They can easily get up through there as well. It takes time to move through the field, especially at Daytona. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, but especially with a big field, it's kind of really easy to move through the back half of the pack, but once you get up to the front, it's very hard to move up there and get a couple extra spots. But Greg Pillar going to be a race leader. He's going to choose the bottom. And Justin Sogak will be to his outside. board with the pace car here. On board with the pace car here, down the back straightaway, watching the reel to re-rack. See Greg Pillar there on the inside, and Justin Anasogak will line up to the outside. As everyone lines back up behind the iRacing pace car, as Greg Pillar looking to hold the lead. Looking to stay up front. He's been running up front since that first caution. This one here with Gator, no, we'll see if anyone can make it for one stop, but I don't think anyone will be able to make it on 40 laps on a tank of fuel. They would if it was a full tank of fuel, which I don't think they are running. But we'll see how this plays out. A couple guys topping off towards the back, lining up to the outside. Pace car going to take that hard left turn on the pit road. And we are back underway here from Daytona. Greg Pillar going to hit the loud pedal once again. Going to try and clear himself up of Justin Anasogak from the outside lane. Greg Pillar there working his way on the bottom. He's got help from the 35 machine of Casey Ellis. Casey Wynn up there, up in the P number 3. He started from the back, working his way up to the front. But Justin Anasogak leads the field for now. That's top 2, 3, almost 3 clear of the bottom, but that bottom make it a little bit more inroads, but here comes the top lane with the run off the corner. They got a great run down the back straightaway, able to get a 2, maybe about 3, maybe 4. We only get 3 cars clear there, but this top lane seems to be the dominant lane so far tonight. As there goes Zach Barrett, he's looking to the inside. He hops out the inside lane, gives the draft to the inside. He runs the race lead, pulls alongside the machine of Justin Anasogak. Meredith leads that lap, but now a little bit of a shake-up on the bottom. Not really a great push, and that just slow down the momentum and give the momentum back to the outside in that 8 machine of Justin Anasogak. Down the back straightaway, everyone single file out. Well, everyone double file in line in both lines. Got pack off the back there. That's Josh Martin. A couple seconds off the pack, back to back. So the top 21 have pulled away from the back few of the field. Everyone double file, trying to get settled in. See if we get a really big long run here. Get a nice long run. See a couple pit stops possibly. We'll try to settle in, get strapped into the new season, get used to it. See how it is from the back of the pack. From an onboard camper here. Jacob Wilson. Take a look on his onboard. See how it is from the back of the pack. Just riding on board, you see all those cars just making moves, clearing each other in the lanes, trying to slot in lanes. Nice to see from the back of the pack what you can watch and have time to react, but also it's another way to see that as well. Justin Anasogak up front leading the race. You'd rather see up clean air and having the block towards the end, or would you rather be in the back and just try and miss the back that way? Justin Anasogak leading the race. Up front for now. Donnie Kite and Anasogak pushing each other clear of the inside lane. That's Casey Wynn hopped down to the bottom. 6 in front of Zach Muta. 3 wide towards back here, I believe. Greg Pillar. Yeah, Greg Pillar gets cycled out. Cycled out to the middle. So losing a little bit of spots here as well. He's going to get back into the inside lane, and Casey Ellis will still stay behind him. The top 4, almost 5, clear on the outside lane there. We have an issue up in 4th. Last driver clear the inside. Now Blowers is as well. That's Wynn looking to the inside there, trying to side draft that 84 machine. Pull that outside lane back a bit, but the inside lane not just outnumbered so far that inside lane, just outnumbered from the amount of cars in the outside lane. Yeah, that does check up a little bit there as well. Oh, but almost a bad push there for that 18 from the 57 machine to the 18. See Wynn get a big moment there where he's going to keep it going. Great save by the 18 machine, almost into the disaster for the entire field. Oh, but Seth Knoll, he goes to the inside of Zach Meredith. Seth Knoll making it 3 wide on the bottom there. Going to be able to push Zach Meredith to the middle, but now big check up on the outside wall. Rodney Ayers to the outside wall, costs a huge check-in for the back of the back. Everyone keeps it straight. And luckily we stay green for now. But everyone keeps it clean and green so far. Casey Wynn, he's got the big he's got great pushes from Seth Knoll on the bottom. And now he moves up to the race lead, side by side for the lead with Justin and Sogak. That one machine trying to push that 18 machine out to the race lead, get him clear on that outside lane. Oh, we got a car around there. Another car around there as well. Zachary Meredith around through the grass. Saw another one get loose just a second before him, and they were able to save and keep going. But Zachary Meredith got turned into the grass. It was a great save, but he's going to lose the draft. Going to fall really far back off the draft now. But now, Pacey Wadgett, he's moved his way up through the field. To watch out for, and he moved to the bottom trying to get this race lead. He's got Casey Wynn his inside, but here comes Seth Knowles. Seth Knowles shooting the middle 3 wide and trying to dish that 18 machine of Casey Wynn. He's going to be able to do it. He's actually going to be able to clear Wynn here. Maybe not going to be enough. Wadgett going with that one machine, sticking to the middle of the racetrack. Trying to get Knoll clear of the bottom, and it does, but that cost him a big chunk of time. The top 5 clear of the bottom. They're all going to stay up there, though. So you got a little bit of separation that we had with Ayers getting into the wall a couple laps ago. Pacey Wadgett able to use the inside to his advantage. He's got help for that one machine of Seth Knoll. We have a lock car especially in front. That will be Mike Campbell, or Papa Bear Campbell, as you will see him on the ticker. But he is up. He's going to stick it to the outside wall and let the field fly on by. He had big damage from that a couple of incidents ago. Wajid get a good push from Seth Knowles. Anna Sogak losing the help on the outside. That's going to allow Wajid to clear. He's going to try and keep Noel with him, I think, before he hops up. Casey Wajid wanting to stay in the race, try to get that race lead. He's going to stay to the bottom. And Anna Sogak going to be able to get a big push from Donnie Kite on the outside lane to allow him to clear, but Anna Sogak is going to get very close to that double zero machine. Try to side draft him. Kind of slowed him down maybe a little bit, but Wajid is clear, but Wajid does not want to leave that one machine of Seth Knoll. Just trusted with that one machine on his bumper. But side by side for the lead between Wajid and Anna Sogak. These two were up front at for the duels last week. And they're up front again. Anna Sogak actually won the shootout race last week for the duels. Didn't win any extra bonus points, but won some practice and kind of won those bragging rights late in that race. And brings him a little bit more confidence, but Donnie Kite should have moved to the outside. And the Sogai wanted to get down and side draft, and Kite had did not want any more of it, and now Kite left him out to dry. So Donnie Kite moves to the top, and that allows Noel and Wajid to clear. So Noel and Wajid move to the outside lane and clear, but Noel moves back to the bottom. It was the race lead for himself. He said Cosmino Ionishu on the bottom behind him. Ionishu pushing Noel on the inside lane. You have Kite pushing Wajid on the outside lane. Into turn number 1. Seth Knoll and Ionishu working together well. Wajid trying to side draft now. We'll see if Kite leaves Wajid onto dry like he did Anna Sogak. Then once double file through the field, they do have the back half, about 20th on back, really far off the pack. Jacob Wilson sitting in 20th, 6 seconds off the back of the pack. So those 6 drivers, actually those 5 drivers off in the back. Well, 6 because you do have 6 drivers in the back of the pack. They got to work together well. I hope the front pack starts to check up, but these 6 have to work together to catch up to the field. Moving back up the outside lane, moving back up to the front of the field, the outside lane prevailing and allowing Wajid and Kite to work together. Ionishu and Noel, all about the car around! Greg Pillar hard on the outside wall! He got turned by Giovanni Klein, he's on his side, wall riding down into 3 and 4, and the caution will come out. And that will bring out our 3rd caution of the night. Greg Pillar, hard hit to the outside wall. You see that rear end destroyed. He's crab walking that 32 machine. Let's take a look what happened there. Giovanni Klein got the wall, it got loose. He clipped that 32 machine up into the wall. And Greg Pillar, hard hit there. Let's take this could be a wild onboard here for Greg Pillar. So Klein gets loose at the bottom and Pillar hard to the wall on his side. You see how sideways that car was after that wreck. With the crowd walk there, as he's trying to get into a stall, that will be his fast repair used. So luckily he did not use his fast repair yet. But Pacey Wadjet, our race leader, and Donnie Kite in second. They're going to dive down pit road. As Pacey Wadjet, we'll see what he does. Does he take 4 tires and a full tank of fuel like he did that when he was leading earlier on at that first caution? He's gonna take fuel only. He's gonna get out in front of Donnie Kite, but Dylan Canova staying out of the racetrack, and Dylan Canova will be our new race leader when we go back green. So Dylan Canova last pitted. Actually, just pitted a lap ago, so I think he just came down pit road. He's got 1 lap on his tire, so I think, man, he come down pit road. I'm not sure what happened there, but he is a race leader. He stays out. My signal is saying he is 1 lap, but he's now okay. Now he's hitting the EOL. So yeah. So Dylan Canova, I think he pitted a lap too early. And now he's going to have to fall to the back of the field. Pacey Wadjet will be our race leader, just like when we had that caution there, just like we started this yellow. Coming to the 1 to green this time by. We'll see what lane Wadjet decides to choose. Off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We're going to come to the start-finish line. We'll see what lanes these drivers choose. Will be the last one to choose there on the inside lane. Ronnie Ayers is going to be the first driver on the inside as Wadjet takes the outside. Kite follows him, but that 17 machine of Ronnie Ayers is to the bottom. Got that 1 machine of Seth Knoll behind him with Kazumi Yonishu behind that 1 machine of Knoll. So there's three drivers, they got a great shot to hold the bottom. Knoll and Yonishu very well together early on through that run there. Ayers, Wadjet on the front row. Knoll, Kite on row number 2. With a restart on the front row once again, as we're honestly going pretty quickly through this race so far. 40 laps in already. Hopefully keep clicking them off and getting to the end of this race. It will be a very exciting finish as we are shaping up for. But 60 laps to go. It should be a one-stop race from here on out if we go green long enough. Should be able to see it, but here we go. Pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. Ronnie Ayers, Pacey Wadjet on the front row. We're back underway here from Daytona. Absolutely very strung out already. Great restart from Pacey Wadjet and Donnie Kite, but they're going to be kind of sneak ducks out front. Yonishu and Knoll off onto the outside lane. Everyone opposite to the outside lane. Blowers on the outside lane. Ayers, first driver on the bottom. He's going to hop up in front of that 5 machine of Just a Bear. But here comes Nolan Yonishu working out on the bottom. They want to make some moves. They got Casey Wynn following them on the bottom. Wadjet, Kite, and Blowers stamp to the top. 3 teammates up there. And 2 teammates and a straggler on the bottom. And we got a caution out of the racetrack once again. Of course, wrecking towards the back. I believe that 76 machine Kenneth Cheney's crowd walking a little bit. I think he's the one with the damage. Yeah, it is. So Kenneth Cheney here. Let's see what happened. Got into turn number 3. Just a bad bump. Oh, 16. Lesher goes around, gets into Cheney and Arnold, and that brings out another caution of the night. That's our shortest run of the night there. Thanks for watching. Interesting call there. He's coming down pit road to top it off on fuel. So it might be closer to one stop there. Have to see how that plays out. Seth Noah, race leader. Seth Noel, Donnie Kite causing you an issue. Bobby Blowers and Casey Wynn are top 5. As they're patiently waiting out this caution period. Ready to get back underway. Adjust it a little bit, but here's Sentinel. Then we'll watch our choose cone here. Inching closer to our halfway point of this race. But Noel and Flowers on the front row. So Wygent, let's see where he cycled out to. Pacey Wygent only followed back to 10th from topping off there, so a lot of majority of people topped it off there. But Seth Knoll staying out. I think we've seen him. He's been making the moves to try and get up front. I think he wants to control this race as much as possible. He doesn't want to give up that track position. He had to start from the back, and he kind of took his time originally, but once he got up to about the top 10, he wanted to get up front and get to that race lead. So that one machine wanting control of this race. He definitely can do it. And I think that one car is going to be a threat to win tonight. But he'll have Seth Knoll, Bobby Blowers on the front row. We'll have Casey Wynn and Donnie Kite on the road number 2. But this car back onto pit road. Way back on the way here from Daytona. As Knowles hit the loud pedal, the inside lane splits up a little bit. Right, and Knowles pulls up maybe a couple car lengths over that third place car on the inside lane of Yonishu. Those two clear. Yonishu actually clear the bottom, clear the outside lane. Wins clear the outside lane as well. So the outside lane not really formed up early on in this run. Early on through this first couple laps here. Down the back straightaway. There's got another driver moving out of the bottom. Nathan Jump. We haven't seen him all night. He's been running around the field so far. He's up into the top 5. He tried to move to the bottom, try and get a little bit of more track position, try to get the run up front. But the inside lane, really no runs to be found. Not really pushing well to get there so far on this early run. But Seth Knoll, our race leader. Donnie Kite in P number 2. Cosmo Yonishu in P number 3. Nathan Jump making some moves on the bottom there, starting to close the gap up on the outside, but Anasoga cops down in front of Jump. Sojak trying to battle up for that race lead. He was up there earlier, leading the outside lane. He wants to lead back. But down the back straightaway. The inside lane is still not really. The inside lane not really formed up so far. The top lane just better formed up, but I think we'll see the more aggression pick up on the bottom. That'll allow it to catch up, but I don't think anyone's being majorly aggressive right now to try and get up to the race lead. Eventually, I think you'll be seeing three, maybe 4 wide later in this race. When we get to the final 10, 20 laps of the race. These drivers want to get that race win, but still, just to tail end of the first half of the race, everyone's still keeping it calm, cool, and collected so far. So the 1 and 2 are actually 1 and 2 right now. That's the rear sight here at Daytona. And Seth Knoll and Donnie Kite 1-2, 1-2. Yeah, the 8 machine of Justin Sogak moving on the bottom, trying to spoil that party. Causing Yonishu there, 3rd in the outside lane. He's sticking up to the outside, not wanting to make any moves. But the inside lane, mostly, everyone's staying mostly in line. As soon as I say that, here comes Blowers and Wygent. 2 teammates wanting to make that lead. Move to the bottom. Pull alongside Yonishu and Kite. Kite's going to stick up to the top with Seth Knoll. But across the line here, Bobby Blowers, Casey Wadgen, they have the help from Anna Sogak and jump now on the bottom. They're actually going to clear the outside lane of Noel, Kite, and Yonishu. And Anna Sogak clears as well. Jump clears as well. So the 4 drivers clearing the top lane. 5, now 6 of the outside lane, really starting to struggle now. Is actually got a big moves through the back here. Jason Dudley, a little bit of wiggle you see here in the background there, but now the outside lane. Now all those drivers move up to the outside lane, and that single file is out the field pretty much. So now we just move from those 2 teammates of Blowers and Wadgens. Blowers blinks out there for 1 second. But those 2 drivers wanted to make the move on the outside lane. They pulled down in the front of the inside lane. And just the outside lane only had 3 cars on the outside. And a big gap to the backs. And it allowed the inside lane to surge ahead. And just that quickly, you can see the lane momentum change and shift. And that moves most of the field to the outside. But that time by, that put us halfway through. 50 down, 50 to go. Here from Daytona in the World Center Racing. While we're halfway, let's do a little Legends Racing Network. Crank it up here from Daytona. Actually getting cycled out through the middle there. You saw that on Donnie Kite's onboard, and a big checkup, almost causing an incident, but the inside lane is starting to shape back up. Doing issue now leading the bottom, but Seth Knoll from the front to about the back half of the top 10 after that inside lane surged ahead, and now he's towards the back of the pack. And now we do have a separation. Greg Miller and 4 others, one of them being a lap car of Mike Campbell, or Papa Bear Campbell. These 5 off the main pack. But Mike Campbell, well, Papa Bear Campbell being a lap down from his incident earlier on. We had a huge hit there in that incident, having to take his fast pair. Most of the field still having their fast repair. So they got Bobby Blowers picking up there again for a second. Bobby Blowers, race leader, Casey Wadgen there in second, but Justin Sogak, he opts out in front of Yonishu, trying to take the race lead away. He wanted to lead, he had to lead early if he wants it back. He clears Blowers and forces his way clear. Justin Sogak, power move, he takes the race lead back. See how he hopped up there from the 3rd lane, from 3rd in the lane on the outside, forced his way down, got the drive push from Yonishu, and then cleared himself up in front of Blowers and took the race lead. But Yonishu fighting back on the bottom with a great push from Seth Knoll. Seth Knoll, where did he come from? He just was in the back, now he's already back up front. Seth Knoll knows how to work his way through the pack. But Yonishu Knoll pushing it together on the bottom. There was clear for the lead. Not yet, but Anna Sogak on the outside lane getting a push from Bobby Flowers. Seth Knoll and Yonishu, they clear up. Nathan Jump, Pacey Wajin down on the bottom. Wajin gets forced out of line behind Flowers. Left his teammate. Flowers trying to shoot the gap there, trying to shoot the gap between him and Max Barrett and Pacey Wajin there, but didn't work. But Pacey Wajin, a big shove to Nathan Jump on the bottom. That's going to shove Jump to the race lead. Jump's going to take the opportunity. Nathan Jump jumps to the outside, and he takes the race lead away. But Yonishu jumps to the bottom, and Noel Jump follows him too. They want the race lead back. Anna Sogak going to follow as well. And now leaves teammates of Flowers in. Wajin side by side behind. A little bit of shoving through the back. Big wiggle around Zachary Meredith there. And that's going to shake up the back half of the pack. Nathan Jump got shuffled out there as well. That's going to allow this back pack to catch up with Richard O, Dylan Canova from 20th on back. That's allowing them to catch up this field. That's exactly what they needed. Actually 1.5 seconds back from the pack in front of them. Ronnie Ayers. Main pack still roughly mostly together. We'll keep an eye on that gap there. So just see how much faster they are going to be this lap. That 78 machine, Richard Ode in 20th, leading that second pack, 1.2 this time by. We'll see how much faster with that big jump. 4 tenths faster on lap 57, 6 tenths faster here on lap number 58. So that gap down to about a second between these two packs. They're going to be able to close that gap back up together. As actually Mensch is also fallen off the back a little bit, so Mensch actually a second ahead, second behind cars in front here. And so these two are falling back, so now that's actually going to change in big time. So Jimmy Mensch going in 18th on back, going to be the drivers, going to be that second pack. They're going to have to catch back up and work together. They're not too far back, especially get a big moment like we just had, but 3 wide here. Cole Strider trying to make the move through the center. Donnie Kay following as well. Tristan Mayer on the bottom, getting shoved out to dry. Flowers blinking up a little bit. The 8 machine. Anna Sogak, bad push almost incoming there from Zachary Meredith. A lot of wiggling around there, but everyone keeps it straight. And all that wiggling there, that actually allows Mike to make Mike Gilmore, as we normally see him here in the other series we broadcast, but he is now leading the pack of the rest of the field, and now they have caught the field, so now we get the whole pack back together. So the whole field back together now, maybe a second back, but they try to shuffle each other out. Max Merritt there in front of this. They're in 16th. The 7th, 8th back. That second pack caught the couple stragglers that got shuffled out there. And it caused a big gap. They're still about 8 tenths back. About 8 tenths back for 16th. So trying to work together, but the moves up front have been just still continuously going on as we're monitoring that gap between the packs. Nathan Jump up to the lead now, and the Sogak goes to the lead. Yonishu and Noel, they're back in second and third on the outside lane. They're working together well. We'll see here in about 8 laps. We got pit stops coming soon, maybe. So with 39 laps to go here in Daytona, start to wind down a little bit up front now as the inside lane has lost a lot of its momentum. But as soon as I say that, like always, the 12 machine, Jason Dudley, he moves down for the top and is going to give the momentum back to the bottom. As Yodishu sees that momentum moving, he's moved to the bottom. He wants the race lead away from it, wants to take it away from that 9 machine and Nathan Jump. Gospino and Yushu on the bottom, getting pushed by Zachary Meredith. Off at turn number 2, both lanes pretty much even. The outside lane starting to prevail once again. Jump gets a kind of almost a bad shove there. Kind of gets shoved down to the bottom. And Jump's going to hop in front of that 84 machine of Yodishu. The inside lane going to keep it together. The inside lane falling back just a little bit. But yeah, Sogak moves down. Noel's going to take the race lead on the outside now. Well, he's going to get the run through 1 and 2. He clears. Well, he's not going to clear for the lead yet, but he's going to get his nose out ahead. At 37 to go, we could see some pit stops here soon. And meanwhile, that gap from the back of the pack has shuffled out big time. 8/10 still. They're kind of falling back. Not able to work together well enough. Trying to catch the main pack. These guys still kind of fighting each other. As Donnie Kite, the last driver in this front pack at 15th. All it takes is just a little bit of a checkup from this front pack, and they're there. But while all that was monitoring that again, the outside lane is kind of diminished, and now it's just the single file lane on the bottom between Noel, Sogak, Jump, Yodishu, top 4. We have Cole Snyder there in 5th, and now they're side by side towards the back for around 5th, and the top 4 and 5 pulling away a little bit, stringing out the field. Seth Noel, our race leader, we got Anna Sogak behind him, Jump. Still single file, so the single file out now. I mean, Giovanni Klein on the outside, only one single file in this front pack. Double file in this front pack. And Donnie Kite still running 15th, the last driver in the front pack, and the rest of the field 1.8 seconds back with John Matthews. Up here in a second. The last 3 laps between the last driver of the first pack and the first driver of the second pack. 4/10 slower last time by. The gap was 1.7 seconds. They need to get that down to about 6 or 7 tenths to get back into the draft. So that is the gap between 2 packs. Oh, we got pit stops here. Seth Noel's going to come down pit road. Yodishu, Jump, Ada Sogak, YJ. They're all going to get down pit road. A big, oh, we got a car around there. Jason Dudley goes around on pit entry. As we add the pit stops, green flag stops. They're going to be the last green flag stops of the night. Assuming 33 laps, you can easily make that, but we'll see any changes here. Seth Noel gets out in front. Watch the rest of the pack now. Johnny Klein, Josh Arnold, Zachary Meredith, Cole Snyder, Kevin Chaney, they're all going to come down this time by. That actually moves the second pack to the lead, but Kevin Chaney, big moment on the pit road. Well, I don't think he got it down in time, but majority of the main pack back together. Pacey Wygant, trying to find him on the ticker. I mean, it's all shaking out here. So John Matthews is leading on the second pack. This pack is now leading with 32 to go. They are a second, 1.7 seconds off the pack. So if they can nail their pit stops, they can maybe shorten this gap back up. But now Pacey Wygant leading the main pack here. So this will be our net leaders most likely, is now the rest of the field that just pitted, coming off of pit road. They come off turn number 2. Pacey Wygant easily clear the rest of the field. We have a couple up in front. Cole Snyder, they're all getting up to speed. Josh Arnold, Zachary Meredith, getting up to speed. They're going to be able to do it. Casey Ellison, pit road. Greg Pillar in the main, in 5th place here in the main pack. This is the lead pack here. Got a couple of lap cars thrown in this as well. Now 31 to go, coming to 30. All these drivers are going to dive down pit road. So this will be, see if they can make up a 1.5-second gap to get the race lead. John Matthews sliding on the entry there. Pacey Wygant will be the leader, assuming how this cycles out. So Seth Knoll, Nathan Jump, Yoni Cosmin, Yonishu up on the outside, trying to work together, trying to take the lead away from Pacey Wygant. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Wygant and Anasoga as they get by Giovanni Klein. I think Giovanni Klein had a speeding penalty on pit road, so he falls back. And he did. So there's John Matthews. They just get by John Matthews there. There's Greg Pillar on the bottom. There's Ronnie Ayers and the rest of the field. So they're going to easily clear that pack. And they got the couple cars out in front, lap cars with speeding penalties. Jacob Wilson, Jorge Ledesma Jr. These drivers, I believe they got hit for speeding. They're still on the lead lap, but they're going to need a caution if they want a chance back in this race. 45 seconds back from the lead pack, and they're actually going to get caught and get put a lap down. Pacey Wygant, Seth Knoll, Nathan Jump, top 3, single file through the main pack so far with 29 to go as the pit stops have cycled out. This will be a top 9 showdown as Casey Wynn leading the pack, 10th on back, 10th to 13th. And then 14th to 16th, and we'll have 17th on back as well. So we have multiple packs of 4 or 5 cars split through the field. Now Casey Wynn is leading this main pack, but the 18, but that car in front, the 19 machine of DJ Anderson's actually going on the track 67 laps down, running dead last on the racetrack. So I think just trying to pick up some points, could not make the start. But now Pacey Wygant, Seth Knoll, Kevin Cheney going to block up the Jacob Wilson, blocking the race leaders. That's actually going to be a big stack up. The lap cars blocking the racetrack for the leaders. 3 wide between the lap cars. Pacey Wygant, Seth Knoll side by side for the lead. What is going on here? They're 3 wide. They got a mix of lap cars. Wygant's leading. He's actually clear of the rest of the lap cars mostly. They're 3 wide. They're still shaking it up. So Wygant on the bottom in the PBR machine, on the bottom, Seth Knoll on the top in that one machine. He's in second. The rest of the lap cars between them. Now they're side by side, so Knoll pushing that 51 machine to Jacob Wilson on top, and Kenneth Cheney is going to get turned. He's going to get hit by Zachary Meredith, and around he goes. The lead pack and flows on from the front, and Zachary Meredith goes around and brings out the caution. With 27 to go, I don't know what those lap cars were doing. They all had different ideas on where they wanted to go, and then eventually just imploded on the main field. See what happened here. So So we see this with Kenneth Cheney. Let's go on board here with Zachary Meredith. So this is how it started. Yeah, Cheney trying to slide in line. Not enough space there. Meredith didn't want to lift, and hard Meredith went into the wall. Show that one more time. Yeah, Cheney just tried to slide in line. Not there. Yoanishu involved as well. Multiple cars. Meredith, Cheney, Arnold, and a Sogak involved. And Seth Null will be our race leader, as they line up behind the pace car again. I have 25 to go this time by, and I'm assuming everyone will see if Oob comes down and tops off on a fuel and get some tires. And we do have a good chunk of that main pack now that has to take their fast repair. So Seth Null will come down pit road as the race leader. Will come back down. So the entire field going to come down pit road, top it off. Seth Null goes in first. He's going to come out first. Rush the race off pit road. Still have a quarter of the race to go. So 75 down. We have 25 to go. This is a decent bit left. Cole Snyder will be second. Dylan Canova, Casey Wynn, Pacey Wyatt will round out the top 5. As Papa Bear Campbell or Mike Campbell will take a waiver round. Same with DJ Anderson out in front there. So Giovanni Klein having to get his lap back. Jacob Wilson as well. So that wreck honestly helped them, as now these drivers will be able to stay out, get the wave around. Now, I don't know when they pitted, so they pitted 7 laps ago, so all these drivers will be good on fuel. One will have to pit, but they're going to have to work their way from the back with less fuel, so we do get a couple green light checkers. It could be close, depending on how everyone pitted there. I think it will be close. If we do get a couple green light checkers, we're going to have a little bit extra fuel in the tank. Seth Null's actually going to come down and top it off again. Dylan Canova as well, so maybe it might be even shorter than what we thought. So that will transfer the race lead to Cole Snyder. He stays out as we're coming to the shoot. That was the choose right there. There's a lot of people coming out pit road. Cole Snyder, Casey Wynn, Pacey Wyatt, Bobby Blowers, Jason Dudley, top 5. See what these drivers can do up front. Seth Null pitted from the race lead there. He's in 17th. He's going to line back up 17th. You see he's worked his way through pretty well. We'll see what he can do. Hopefully get a good chunk of this race cleared out here. We'll get a nice clean run to the end, as we do have not many drivers left with fast repairs after that, as it's about, honestly, it's about half and half between who is taking their fast repair and who has not. Coming back to the restart with the 23 laps to go. Get this race back underway. Pace car going to take that hard left turn on the pit road. We're back underway as we work our way through the Geico system. We're back underway here from Daytona. As Cole Snyder, our race leader. Pacey Washington hops up to the outside lane. Bobby Blowers follows. Ronnie Ayers as well. Cole Snyder, no help on the bottom. He's going to have Josh Arnold to his closest help. Down through 3 and 4. Big stack up through the back. They're 3 wide. Seth Knoll, Donnie Kite trying to make their way through. Kenneth Cheney as well. All these drivers trying to make their way through. 3 wide. 22 to go. They got a little bit of time left, but they want to get up front and control this race. After topping it off there, Tristan Bayer almost topped out in front of Cole Steiner. This still sends the field 3 wide. Most of this field 3 wide right now. There's 3 lanes forming up as the top 6 to 7 are clear, trying to gap the rest of the field. As now everyone's single files out for now. On the top lane, only got a couple cars on the bottom. Casey Wadgett leads. Here's Seth Knoll splitting at 3 now with Yonishu. Yonishu behind him. He's got a Bayer to his inside now. Bayer's falling off a little bit. Climb now to the outside. Now he's got Kite to his outside. All working together here. Cole Snyder, Yonishu, Seth Knoll on the bottom, trying to work their way up front. This time by, we'll have 20 laps to go. Cole Snyder's going to move to the center. It'll leave Yonishu and Knoll on the bottom. A little bit of contact. One car almost goes around there. I believe that Jason Dudley almost goes around there. A little bit of contact. Wadgett, big check up on the outside lane. It's going to cause a huge stack up. And now Seth Knoll, Cosby Yonishu to the race lead with Cole Snyder in 3rd as the big stack-ups causing big shakeups into this race. 20 to go, and we got a car around them straight away. That is Kenneth Cheney, and that brings out another caution. One car incidents. See what happened here. Just all that stacking up. Eventually gave up, and all of them incidents. So Kenneth Cheney goes around. He got to the wall and spinning through, and I believe that was the race control yellow there, just out of safety of the race field. But a single car incident there, as that will bring out the caution, as Seth Knoll will be our race leader when we go back green, assuming he does not come down pit road again. He's got Cosby Yonishu behind him, Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold, Pacey Wise in our top 5. As they catch up to the pace car. We start with about 17 to go, I believe, when we take the green flag. That's an interesting call here. Seth Knoll, Yonishu, they're going to come down pit road again. topping off again. I guess wanting more green white checkered fuel. A lot of the fuel actually coming down there. That's actually still waiting in a stall. A lot of the fuel jumping up in front, jumping him off the pit road. Drivers maybe just wanted to work from the back, but we're going to restart with, actually, we're going to restart with 16 to go. Cole Snyder will be the race leader as we're still on the pit lane camera there. Cole Snyder will be our new race leader. Josh Arnold, Greg Taylor, Jason Dudley, Donnie Kite, top 5. Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold on the front row, 24 and 22. There's those machines. Terminal 1 to green here, so we'll see the choose cone this time by. So Cole Snyder runs to the outside lane. With 16 to go, get back going. We'll definitely see a lot more aggressive racing coming down to the home stretch of this race. Cole Snyder on the front. Art will be our control car. Greg Taylor will be to the inside. Josh Arnold followed. Oh, we got a caution, wrecking under caution here. Jason Dudley around to the yellow. That's definitely going to delay the green. What happened there? So Dudley just clipping the apron and just causing an incident under the caution, and that will most certainly extend the caution, and it will. So we'll re-rack them. Now we're going to re-rack them again, so we'll restart with 15 to go, just a little bit left. So leave it going back green with 15 to go. Cole Snyder, Greg Pillar, Josh Arnold, Nathan Jump, Zach Ramirez will be your top 5 as that under the yellow happened. That shook up the running order because now those drivers had damage and had to come down and fix their damage or take their fast repair if they think it was that bad. But so they're still having their fast repairs, so we'll see how that plays out. But Papa Bear Campbell, mentioned him earlier tonight. He had a big incident. He's up into the top 10, so he's in a shot to win. Just like everyone else. I mean, really, I think if you're on the lead lap, you got a chance to win so far, but you got to play your moves right and play it smart. And I think you can get up front. We'll have to see. The pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. Back into the restart zone. We rock underway here for the World Center of Racing. 15 to go for the season opener. We'll see who will come out on top. Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold leads the field. Going out to turn number 1. As Greg Pillar, Nathan Jump on the bottom, pushing each other perfectly. Pacey Wadjet trying to get into the outside of Zachary Meredith there. He's going to split him back to the middle 3 wide. As Bobby Blauer's going to follow him. Those two teammates working together, wanting to get control of this race. Keep an eye on Seth Nolan, that one machine, a couple rows back half of this pack. And Cosmin Yonishu, they've been working their way through the field a lot on these restarts. They want to make their way up to the front as well. Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold, up front 1 and 2, 3 wide of the field. Can they keep it together? We'll see if everyone can sort it out. Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold working together up front 1 and 2. Here comes Pacey Wadjet, Bobby Blowers, they got to run. Zachary Meredith as well. Actually, I think a big stack up happened towards the back there. Yeah, they did. Max Merritt loss of momentum there. Caused a big stack up. Seth Noel and Cosmin Yonishu also involved in that big stack up. That's going to be a huge stack up there, and that's going to string out the field big time. Not going to be a single file. Let's see if we can get a couple, majority of these laps down now. Going to calm down up front. Kenneth Cheney, he wants his moves. He's working his way up front. He's trying to, but no one's going to the bottom with him. 13 to go here from Daytona. Cole Snyder, Josh Arnold lead the field. Single file for now. Another one to keep an eye out for. We see these guys almost a lap down. Jacob Wilson, Jorge Ledesma Jr., they're back here from 12th to 13th, a couple tenths back. They're in the draft range of this pack. 7 tenths. They have a chance at this race win. They can get back up to the field. These two teammates, they can work together and get up to the field. But everyone's single file so far, trying to keep the rest of the field away. 12 to go. Can they keep it together? Pacey Wadjet and Bobby Blowers, they want the lead. They're going to go to the bottom. Zachary Meredith thinks about falling, but Meredith's going to stick with Arnold and Snyder up top. Ayler's going to go to the bottom with Blowers and Wadjet. Just going to slow up this main pack and allow Wilson and Ledesma to catch back up. As the top 10, top 9 are in their own pack. The 10th place, John Matthews leading the pack 1 second back. As the field is spread out. Big stack up on the top there, almost ends in disaster. But to keep it together. Just keep an eye on here between this gap between 9th on back. I have to show this half a second slower from 10th on back. 1.7 seconds is the gap from the first pack to the second. We can stay, if they stay green, this front pack of 9 is going to be all for the race to win. But they got to stay green. They got to make it at least 10 more laps and get back to the white flag. So they stay green. Keep an eye on that battle and that gap. As interesting notes, Tristan Bayer, well, in 9th, but John Matthews in the second pack. Tracy Ellis, Cosmin Yonishu, this second pack has caught these packs have merging. So now we had 3 packs, now we got 2. And now the second pack bigger than the first. We'll see if they can work together with 10 to go to catch the main pack. They're going to try and work together. They're going to try and shake each other up, though. Yonishu moves to the middle, tries to ditch Wilson. And 3 wide. That splits up the main pack, and that splits up the second pack. That's going to slow them down big time. Have to try and get in line, get back in line, get back single file, and catch the main pack. The top 9, meanwhile, pulling away from this main pack. But they're fighting out for themselves. As Pacey Watch and Bobby Blowers, they've been cycled out. Cole Snyder, a race leader again. And Josh Arnold, Zachary Meredith. Top 3. 9 to go here from the World Center of Racing. These top 9 hoping they can stay green. If he stays green, these top 9 can fight into each other. Less people to worry about. So keep an eye on that gap between 9th and 10th. Bobby Blowers, Jacob Wilson. So Jacob Wilson there. You see on the ticker there. So Jacob Wilson, the gap, 1.6 seconds. That is the gap for the main pack to the second with 8 to go. If they can get it down to a second, they will be in the draft range. They can try to suck up quickly. They're single filed out now. You see blinking out there was Bobby Blowers or someone in the main pack. That's going to shake them up big time. That's going to close this gap down. 1.4 seconds is the gap. As we got someone blinking out in this main pack that's kind of throwing this off. But Jacob Wilson leading the second pack, closing the gap down. Greg Pillar, last car in this main pack. The gap is 9/10 of a second with 7 laps to go. The second pack 6/10 of a second faster. The top 9, they got to work together a little bit. They're all wanting to fight for each other for the lead, but they got to help each other. They want to all win. If they want to keep it to these 9 to work together. But I think it's too late now. 7/10 of a second between these two packs. Jacob Wilson, he's got the draft of the first pack. The gap's going to close down back to half a second. The field is closing together with 6 laps to go here in Daytona. The field is all back together. They single file out for the main pack now. But the main pack is too late. The second pack is there. Jacob Wilson has caught the main pack. He's going to have to slice and dice his way through the field. But a big contact there, and he's going around! Contact! They cycled through, they tried to make the moves. And a little bit of just a miscommunication, and brings out the yellow with 6 to go. The caution will fly as Jacob Wilson goes around to the back straightaway as he just caught the main pack. Typically, you see that happen once packs merge. They kind of make incidents. And that's what happened. You can see Wilson try to make it 3. The checkup, not expecting. There's just contact there with Bayer. I believe it could have been a little bit of neck code there. Don't think. We'll take another look at this here with Jacob Wilson. He gets turned there. Start behind Jacob Wilson. It was Seth Knoll. So go on board here with Seth Knoll. There's the wreck again. So they catch the field. So it started with Seth Knoll, the big checkup right here. Oh, just kind of a push there with the side draft that sends Seth Knoll around. That will send bunch the field back up with 5 to go. Now we won't be into 3 white checkered attempts. These drivers, everyone's going to be fighting for everything now. They're going to have only 2 to 3 laps to fight for. But most of the field is going to come down pit road. Actually, well, a good back half of the top 10, they all come down pit road. Just in Sogak, first one into his stall. See, Bobby Blowers there, actually no right front on his machine. You have to take his fast repair. You see that right front pop back out. See through the field, Giovanni Klein going to actually be the first one out here. So we're going to restart with 2 laps to go in regulation. So this is not going to be the official attempt. We're going to have one opportunity. We're still going to have an opportunity to finish this race on the scheduled distance. But Cole Snyder, Zach Meredith going to be the front 2. We'll see what these drivers decide to choose this time by. Rack up this time by Cole Snyder. Gonna be the race leader once again. Gonna be the first driver to choose. Cole Snyder, going to be the race leader. He's going to choose at the bottom. This might be the most important choose of the night. He's actually twice as high. This is it right here. What lane you choose will be what lane you go. Hope has to go if you want a chance at the win. Cole Snyder going to go to the top. Zachary Meredith going to follow him. Josh Arnold going to go to the opposite. He's going to go to the bottom. Hopefully they can make it back to the white, and we're not going to see any shenanigans here. But we'll have to see if they can make it back to the white flag. And everyone will race to the checkered. This will be our first attempt. Well, this will be our in-regulation attempt, and then we'll have, I believe we might have 3 attempts after that to end it under green. Hopefully we're only going to need this one. This is shaping up to be a chaotic, great finish, just like we saw last week with the duels and the shootout after. We're going to see who will pick up the win and win the season opener. Casey Wadget won the season opener last year. He's sitting in 5th. He's in a great spot. He's got his teammate Ronnie Ayers around him. We'll see if they can work together to get through the field. But hopefully for the last time tonight, pace car going to take the hard left turn on the pit road. For 2 laps to go, green flag back in the air. We're back away here for the World Center Racing. Who will come out on top and win the season opener? Cole Snyder clear for the lead now. He's got Zachary Meredith on his bumper. Can they make it to the white? Pacey Wadget hops up top and hops with his teammate of Ronnie Ayers. Going to be 3 wide behind. Pacey Wadget tries to shoot the gap. Zachary Meredith is going to go around. Big wreck ensues. Carnage ensues. The caution's going to fly as Pacey Wadget shot the gap and it was not there and brings out the yellow. But that will bring us to our first attempt. Let me just double check if that's our last attempt. We have 3 attempts, so. Yes, we have 3 attempts there. Just had to check that really quickly. 3 attempts. Cole Snyder going to lead him back to green. Will still be a race leader. Let's take a look at that one. I mean, a lot happened there. And get to find the right driver on my timing screen. Zachary Merritt was involved there, so take a look what happened. Multiple drivers involved. You see on the blimp view here. So Pacey Washington, he clears his teammate of riding errors. He's gonna get a run on Zachary Meredith here. Sees the gap there, tries to take it, but it closes up. And Zachary Meredith gets sent around. Josh Arnold gets tagged. A lot of drivers involved. Bobby Blowers involved as well. Kim Cheney, you see there, all the way on the bottom. A big incident there. Seth Knoll, great avoidance there. We're gonna take a look at that one. Is on board of Seth Knoll. A great avoidance there by that one machine. Great avoidance. Wow, just barely missing this entire carnage. It goes a little bit of long mowing, but he's not hit the wreck, and that's the important thing. And now he's up into 9th. So we'll have 3 attempts here. Can we get it done in 1? Okay, coming to the restart. Into the shoe stone there. Cole Snyder chooses the outside lead again. He's got Donnie Kite behind him. So GNS to the inside. Justin Sogak. He won the shootout last week. He's sitting in 3rd. He's in a great spot to steal this win away. Donnie Kite also as well. We've seen him win Wednesday night here in the Superstar Arkansas Tier 1. Seen Cole Snyder. You've seen him in NAR at Atlanta Super Speedway. He won their season opener. So we've seen a lot of these drivers up front. Not a stranger to winning. They know how to get it done. Can they get it done tonight? Gonna have half a pace lap to settle their nerves here and get it back underway. Hopefully get back to the checkered. 3 attempts. Cole Snyder going to be on the front row. As this is what the pace car, this is what the field's going to see. This is the shot of the field for the final restart. Here from Daytona. Cole Snyder gonna lead him back to the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We are back underway. This is our first attempt at the green-white checkered. Can they make it back to the whites? You got Josh Arnold actually crab walking towards the back. You see how bent that car is, out of shape. A lot of drivers really destroyed, but Cole Snyder in the lead. Giovanni Klein there, third on the outside. He's got Donnie Kite behind him, pushing him. Jerry Minch on the bottom. Anna Sogak pushing Minch. Can they make it back to the white flag? Seth Knoll behind Giovanni Klein. The outside lane closing it back down. Pushing this gap back up. Through 3 and 4 for the ultimate time. Can they make it back? Cole Snyder, race leader. Single file behind him. Coming to the tri-oval. They're going to make it back. 1 lap to go here from Daytona. Cole Snyder leads. Donnie Kite there in second. Side by side behind. Richard Ode. He's been quiet all night long. He's got Pacey Wadjet pushing him. Here comes Seth Knoll. He's going to hop to the outside lane all the way into the wall behind. Richard O tries to hop in front of Donnie Kite. He's going to push Kite. He's going to move back to the bottom. Here comes Seth Knoll. Seth Knoll's going to hop in all the way to the bottom. Ioannidis follows to the inside. Snyder's going to have the block. He throws the block. Snyder's going to get pushed by Knoll. Ioannidis pushed Snyder. Snyder in front. Coming to the line, they're wrecking behind him, but Cole Snyder, solo, rider up front, they crash behind. Cole Snyder wins the season opener at Daytona. What a finish, as everyone just absolutely wrecks it behind him. He's gonna pick up the win and wins tonight's race here at Daytona. A great finish for that 24 machine, a great start to the season, and he wins here at Daytona. He played the perfect moves, perfect blocks, and he got it done. Cole Snyder wins here at Daytona. Any celebratory bumps from Zachary Meredith there. Now Josh Arnold. We're going to burn it down together, but while they do that, you see that in the background. We'll bring up our results for tonight's race. Cole Snyder wins. Seth Knoll at even with the wrecking. He's going to finish second. Tristan Bayer finishing third. John Matthews finishing P number 4. Zach Meredith finishing 5th. Cosme Noishu finishing 6th. Justin Anasogar finishing 7th. Ronnie Ayers rounding out 8th. Jacob Wilson 9th. Max Merritt finishing 10th. 11th will be Papa Bear Campbell or Mike Campbell. Whatever you prefer there. We know him as there. Pacey Wadjet finishing 12th. Richard O 13th. Greg Pillar 14th. Jim Minchin 15th. Giovanni Klein 16th. Bobby Blars 17th. Casey Ellis finishing 18th. Donnie Kite finishing 19th. Josh Arnold finishing 20th. 21st finishing, it was Jorge Ledesma Jr. Casey Wynn finishing 22nd. Nathan Jump finishing 23rd. Kim the Cheney finishing 24th. Dylan Canova finishing 25th. Dacian Dudley finishing 26th. Tyson Lesher finishing P27. And running our 28 car field tonight with the 19 machine of DJ Anderson. So Cole Snyder, our race winner. He's going to do the backwards victory lap. And while we have the opportunity, we're going to do a little bit backwards this time. We're going to show it a little bit backwards here. It's not. We're going to bring in Tristan Bayer first. So Tristan Bayer, welcome to the booth. You're able to pick up a solid P3 after a lot of chaos there at the end. So what was going through your head there in that final green white checker?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. I started deep in the pack behind a car that was crab walking and kind of split us, and then towards the end they started wrecking. I didn't lift. I sent it to the grass.
Yeah, so you're able to pick up still a solid P3 to start the season. How are you going to transfer that confidence going into the rest of the season?
I honestly don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes, but yeah.
All right, well, you had a solid third place run tonight, but before we send you off on your way, any sponsors I think for tonight's third place run?
Yeah, RevSimShop.com, PBR, and then Casey and Greg. Those guys make everything happen for me.
All right, well, congrats on the top 3 finish. We'll see you next week. Hope to see you next week at Texas.
Oh, I'll be there.
So there's our third place finisher of Tristan Bayer. We'll bring in our second place finisher of Seth Noel or Noel. I've heard it both ways. I don't know, but yeah. Able to pick up second after a lot of chaos there on the final restart. You try to make your move on Cole Snyder there. What do you think you could have done? What do you think you could have done differently there to get that race win?
I think we did everything perfect on the last lap until like entering 3. Entering 3, we just me and Cosmo never got lined up. Cole did a good block into 3, and then we were all just scrambled. But yeah, looking at the second to last restart, that was one hell of an avoidance. We had a bunch of fun tonight, and going up through the field, going back, going up through the field, and just having some fun, and able to come home P2. Not a clean car, but solid night.
Yeah, very solid run. I mean, I've seen you also a lot tonight, working your way through the field with your teammate, Cosmin. But how tough was it to work through the field tonight? I mean, you were able to get it done very quickly there in that final restart. How tough was it really to work through the field tonight?
I mean, it really depended on the situation. Early on, when I'm not going 100% and no one really is, it's a little harder because you just try and position yourself in a safe spot. They're late. It's just balls to the wall, baby. So holes are opening up. We were able to put ourselves in a good spot, keep the positive mo all the way until turn 3, and then things just didn't work out from there.
Yep, still able to pick up second, even though you didn't get the win. But before we send you off on your way, any sponsors I think for tonight's second place finish?
I'd like to thank Cos when he threw together the S&G graphics car on the Mustang last night, so we were able to look good tonight. Snazzy, so appreciate that, and Nexus boys and the Trap House boys as well.
Alright, once again, congrats on the second place finish. We'll see you next week at Texas.
Alright, appreciate it, Aaron.
So second place finisher there of Seth Null. We'll bring in our race winner, Cole Snyder. Got the lead on the final couple of restarts, able to get it done and hold off the field on that final green-white checkered through the perfect plots. How does it feel to get that race win?
Yeah, man, that was something, huh? Had to hold on for my life up there, but just thank God for friends, man. You need them out here.
Yeah, you had your teammates out there as well. How easy was it to work with them compared to the rest of the field, knowing some other people, having no teammates, and how much of a help that is with having teammates on the track tonight?
Oh, it's huge. Josh Arnold, Zach Meredith, Giovanni Klein, they're the teammates, and we race across multiple leagues for many years now, so we all respect each other. We all know if you're the leader, don't just hold your line. That's all you got to do. And we did that tonight. We had to hold off the 2 and the 1, and just happy that's over with. I could breathe a little bit. I held my breath there for a couple laps.
All right, well, congrats on the race win. But before you send it off on your way, any sponsors I think for tonight's race win?
Yeah, shout out Pizza and Wings Gaming over on YouTube. Bunch of funny stuff over there, gaming and podcasts. The boys, Rodney, Pacey, all the other guys who make this thing work, and you for broadcasting this thing. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week at Texas. And once again, congrats on the race win. Hope to see you there.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So as a race winner of Cole Snyder, it's been a great race to broadcast tonight. We had a lot of fun. Up here in the booth tonight, and hope to see you all next week at Texas. We'll be back for the GNS series. We'll be back on Tuesday for the Tuesday Night Thunder as well. We'll be back for there. I believe they will be going to Richmond. Yeah, they'll be going to Richmond, and we'll have the Superstar ARCA Cup. They'll be going to bring that schedule up here. They'll be going to Indianapolis, and Friday night we'll be going NAR Cup Series. They'll be going back to bring that back up. They'll be going to Rockingham, and then once again we'll be going to Texas next week here for the World Racing League GNS Series. But it's been definitely a blast broadcasting tonight. I'm Aaron Brown, and so long here from the World Center Racing here at Daytona. We'll see you next